Hello, everyone. Have you ever said yes when you wanted to say no? Maybe you were tired. Maybe you were busy. But you did not want to make someone feel bad. So you smiled and said yes. Later, you asked yourself a question. Why did I do that? Today, we are going to talk about that feeling. You can be kind to other people, but you do not have to make everyone happy. Most people want to be liked. We want our family to be happy with us. We want our friends to like us. We want people at work to think well of us. This is normal. It feels good to be liked. It feels good when people smile at us. It feels good when someone says, "Thank you." So we try to be kind. We help. We listen. We give our time. There is nothing wrong with that. Kindness is a good thing. But sometimes we go too far. We do not only want to be kind. We want everyone to be happy with us. And that is impossible. You cannot make everyone happy. No one can. People are different. They want different things. They have different ideas. One person may like what you do. Another person may not like it. One person may think you are too quiet. Another person may think you talk too much. One person may want you to work more. Another person may want you to spend more time with them. You cannot give everyone what they want. But many people still try. Maybe you try too. Someone asks for your time. You are busy, but you say yes. Someone asks for help. You are tired, but you say yes. Someone wants you to change your plan. You do not want to change it, but you say yes. At first, everything feels fine. The other person is happy. You feel good too. But later, something changes. You become tired. You have less time. You cannot do the things you wanted to do. Then you think, why did I say yes? Maybe you were not really happy to help. Maybe you were only afraid to make someone unhappy. This can happen again and again. You say yes to one person, then you say yes to another person. You give your time away. You change your plans. You keep trying to make everyone happy. But at the end of the day, one person is not happy. You. This is the problem. Being kind is good. Helping people is good. But you are a person too. You also need time. You also need rest. You also have things you want to do. Your life matters too. Think about a simple day. Your friend wants to see you tonight. Your family wants you to come home. Your boss wants you to work late. And you want to rest. Can you make everyone happy? No. You cannot be everywhere. You cannot do everything. Someone may not get what they want. This is part of life. But maybe you think, if someone is unhappy, I did something wrong. That is not always true. Sometimes people are unhappy because they wanted a different answer. Maybe your friend asks you to go out. You are very tired. You say, sorry, I need to rest tonight. Your friend may feel sad. But did you do something bad? No. Your friend wanted to see you. You needed rest. Both things are true. Your friend can feel sad, and you can still rest. You do not always need to change your choice because someone is unhappy. This is important to understand. You can care about someone, and they can still feel disappointed. You can be kind, and someone can still want more. You can do your best, and someone can still disagree with you. You cannot control every feeling. You cannot control every opinion. Imagine two people standing outside. One person wants a sunny day. The other person wants rain. Can the sky make both people happy? No. If the sun comes out, one person is happy. If it rains, the other person is happy. The sky cannot change for every person. Your life can feel like this too. People want different things from you. One person says, work harder. Another person says, you work too much. One person says, save your money. Another person says, enjoy your money. One person says, stay here. Another person says, try something new. Which voice should you follow? You cannot follow all of them. They do not even agree. So you need to listen. You need to think. And then you need to choose. Maybe someone will not like your choice. That is okay. You do not need every person to agree with you. Maybe you spend a lot of time thinking about what people think. Will they like this? Will they be angry? Will they think I am bad? These questions can fill your mind. But there is another question. What do I think? This question matters too. What do you want? What do you need? What is important to you? You do not need to think only about yourself. That is not the message. The message is simple. Do not forget yourself. Maybe you are the person who always helps. People know this about you. They call when they have a problem. They ask for your time. And you always say yes. At first, it may feel good. People need you. They thank you. But after some time, you become tired. You may even become angry. You think, why does everyone want something from me? But maybe people do not know you are tired. They cannot hear your thoughts. They only hear your yes. This is why you need to understand your own limits. You cannot help everyone. You cannot answer every request. You cannot give all your time away. You are not a machine. You need rest. You need time for your own life. Everyone has limits. You have limits too. This is normal. But some people feel bad about their limits. They think, I should do more. I should help more. I should make everyone happy. So they carry too much. They carry their own problems. Then they try to carry other people's problems too. After some time, the weight becomes too heavy. You do not need to carry everything. You can care without fixing every problem. You can love someone without giving them all your time. You can be kind without forgetting yourself. Maybe you worry that people will stop liking you. This fear can feel very real. But think about something. Can you make everyone like you by always saying yes? No. Even if you help a lot, someone may still want more. Even if you are kind, someone may still not like you. Even if you try your best, someone may still be unhappy. You cannot control this, so do not spend your whole life trying. Use your energy for something better. Be kind. Be honest. Help when you can. Spend time with people you love. But do not use all your energy trying to control what everyone thinks about you. You cannot do it. This truth may sound sad, but it can also make your life easier. You do not need everyone to agree with you. You do not need everyone to like your choices. You do not need to fix every unhappy face. Instead, ask yourself 3 simple questions. Was I kind? Was I honest? Did I do what I could? If the answer is yes, maybe that is enough. Someone may still be unhappy. That can happen. You can listen to them. You can try to understand them. But you do not always need to change your choice. You only have one life. You only have so much time. You only have so much energy. If you give everything away, what will be left for you? Your life needs time too. Your rest needs time. Your health needs time. Your dreams need time. Even learning English needs time. These things need a place in your life. But if you are always trying to please everyone, there may be no place left for you. So begin with one small change. The next time someone asks you for something, notice how you feel. Do you really want to say yes? Do you really have time? Or are you only worried about making someone unhappy? You do not need to change everything today. Just notice. Understanding yourself is the first step. Maybe you will learn that you say yes too quickly. Maybe you will learn that you need more rest. Maybe you will learn that you worry too much about what people think. That is okay. You are learning. You can change slowly. One choice at a time. Keep your kindness. Keep your good heart. But remember yourself too. You are also someone who needs care. You are also someone who gets tired. You are also someone with dreams. You matter too. So help when you can. Listen when you can. Give your time when you truly want to. But do not ask yourself to make everyone happy. That job has no end. Someone will always want something different. Someone will disagree. Someone may feel unhappy. Accepting this does not make you cold. It makes you honest. You are one person. You cannot do everything. You cannot be everywhere. You cannot live for everyone. You have your own life too. So the next time someone is unhappy with your choice, do not blame yourself right away. Stop and think. Did you really do something wrong? If you did, say sorry. Learn from it. Try again. But maybe you did nothing wrong. Maybe you only made a choice the other person did not like. There is a difference. Not every unhappy person means you are bad. Not every different choice means you are wrong. Sometimes people simply want different things. And that is okay. You cannot make everyone happy. No one can. So stop asking yourself to do the impossible. Be kind. Be honest. Do what you can. And remember yourself too. You do not need to please everyone. You only need to accept one simple truth. You cannot make everyone happy. Maybe you know this feeling. Someone asks you for help. You want to say no, but you say yes. The answer comes out very quickly. Then later you feel tired. You think, why did I say yes? For many people, saying no is hard. The word is short, but it can feel very heavy. Why? Because we are afraid. We are afraid someone will be angry. We are afraid someone will feel sad. We are afraid someone will stop liking us. So yes feels safer. You say yes. The other person smiles. There is no difficult talk. There is no angry face. For a moment, everything feels fine. But later, the problem comes back. Now you have less time. Now you have more work. Now you are tired. The easy yes became a difficult day. This happens to many people. Saying yes can feel easy now, but it can make life harder later. Saying no can feel hard now, but sometimes it can make life easier later. Think about a simple example. A friend asks you to go out tonight. You had a long day. You are tired. You want to stay home. But you think, what if my friend feels bad? So you say yes. Your friend is happy, but you are not. You go out. You feel tired. You look at the time. You want to go home. You cannot enjoy the evening. Later you think, I should have said no. Why did you say yes? Maybe you were afraid of one difficult moment. You did not want to see your friend's sad face. But because you wanted to avoid one difficult moment, you had a difficult evening. This is important. Sometimes we say yes because we want to avoid a bad feeling. We do not want to feel guilty. We do not want to feel afraid. We do not want someone to be disappointed. So we say yes. The bad feeling goes away, but only for a short time. Later, another bad feeling comes. You feel tired. You feel angry. You feel unhappy with yourself. Maybe saying no would have felt difficult for 1 minute, but saying yes made you unhappy for many hours. This does not mean you should always say no. Of course not. Sometimes saying yes is the right choice. You want to help. You have time. Someone really needs you. Then say yes. The problem is not yes. The problem is fear. Are you saying yes because you want to? Or are you saying yes because you are afraid to say no? There is a big difference. One yes comes from choice. The other yes comes from fear. Maybe you have said yes from fear for many years. You may not even notice it now. Someone asks. You say yes. You do not stop. You do not think. The answer comes before you ask yourself what you want. This can become a habit. But habits can change. You do not need to change everything today. You can begin with one small step. Do not answer too quickly. That is all. Someone asks you for something. Stop for a moment. You can say, "Let me think." This is a simple sentence, but it can help you a lot. Let me think. These 3 words give you time. Time to look at your day. Time to think about your energy. Time to ask yourself what you really want. You do not need to answer every question right away. You are allowed to think. Maybe someone asks you to help on Saturday. Before you said yes right away. Then later you remembered your own plans. Now try something different. Say, "Let me think." Go home. Look at your plans. Think about your time. Then make your choice. Maybe you can help. Good. Say yes. Maybe you already have too much to do. Then you can say no. The important thing is that you chose. Fear did not choose for you. A small pause can change a lot. Without a pause, fear speaks first. With a pause, you have time to hear yourself. This may feel strange at first. Maybe you think, why do I need time? Why can I not just say yes? Because your time matters. Because your energy matters. You should know what you are giving away. Think about money. If someone asks you for a lot of money, you probably do not answer in 1 second. You think. You look at how much you have. You think about what you need. Time is important too. When you give away 1 hour, that hour does not come back. So why give your time away without thinking? You do not need to protect every minute. That is not the message. Give time to people you love. Help people. Enjoy time together. But make a real choice. Do not give all your time away because you are afraid. Every yes takes something. Maybe it takes time. Maybe it takes energy. Maybe it takes rest. Before you say yes, ask yourself, can I really do this? Maybe the answer is yes. Good. Maybe the answer is no. That is okay too. You are one person. You have limits. Everyone does. You cannot work all day and all night. You cannot help 5 people at the same time. You cannot be in 2 places at once. Limits are normal. But maybe you feel bad when you see your limits. You think, I should do more. I should be stronger. I should help. But you are not a machine. You need rest. You need time. You need space. Imagine a phone with a low battery. You keep using it. The battery gets lower. You use it more. Soon the phone stops working. What does the phone need? It needs time to charge. You need time to charge too. If you always say yes, your energy can become very low. You keep working. You keep helping. You keep giving. Then one day you feel empty. You do not want to help anyone. You feel angry when someone asks for something. You think, why does everyone need me? Maybe you waited too long. Maybe you needed to stop earlier. Maybe you needed to say no one time. Maybe you needed one quiet evening. This is why no can sometimes protect your kindness. That may sound strange, but think about it. If you always say yes when you want to say no, you may begin to feel angry with people. A friend calls. You think, what do they want now? A family member asks for help. You think, why do I always have to do everything? But maybe you never told them how you felt. You always said yes. They thought you were okay. An honest answer can help. You can say, sorry, I cannot today. You can say, I am tired tonight. You can say, I already have plans. These sentences are simple. You do not need a long story. Many people think they need a perfect reason to say no. So they explain everything. They say sorry again and again. They try to make the other person happy about their no. But you cannot always do that. Sometimes the other person will feel disappointed. That is part of saying no. Your job is not to make them love your answer. Your job is to answer honestly and kindly. Sorry, I cannot today. That can be enough. Maybe the person says, okay, and that is the end. But before saying no, you imagined many bad things. You imagined an angry face. You imagined a fight. You imagined losing a friend. Then nothing happened. The person only said, okay. Sometimes our fear is much bigger than the real problem. Of course, not everyone will answer well. Some people may be unhappy. Some people may ask again. Some people may try to change your answer. That can be difficult, but you do not need to learn everything at once. Start with small moments. Maybe someone asks, do you want more food? You do not. Say, no thank you. Maybe someone asks you to go out. You are tired. Say, not tonight. Maybe someone asks you to help next week. You are not sure. Say, let me think. Small moments can help you practice. You do not need to begin with the hardest person in your life. You do not need to make a big change tomorrow. Start where you can. Notice what happens. Notice your fear. Then notice that you can live through it. The uncomfortable feeling does not stay forever. It comes. Then it gets smaller. This is something you can learn. You can feel uncomfortable and still be okay. Maybe that is one reason saying no feels so hard. We want every moment to feel comfortable. We do not want guilt. We do not want worry. So we say yes. But life cannot always feel comfortable. Sometimes, a small difficult moment can protect you from a bigger problem later. One difficult minute can protect your whole evening. One honest no can protect your energy. One small pause can stop a bad yes. Remember that. You do not need to become a person who always says no. You only need to become a person who chooses. That is the real lesson. Choice. A real yes. A real no. A real answer. Maybe you want to help. Then help. Maybe you need rest. Then rest. Maybe you are not sure. Then ask for time. You have more than two choices. You do not always need to say yes or no right away. Let me think. This can be your first step. Maybe you still feel afraid. That is okay. You do not need to wait until the fear is gone. You can feel afraid and still pause. You can feel worried and still think. You can feel uncomfortable and still give an honest answer. Courage is not always something big. Sometimes, courage is a small sentence. Sorry, I cannot today. Sometimes, courage is asking for time. Let me think. These words may look small, but they can change the way you live. Every time you stop before answering, you learn something about yourself. You learn what you want. You learn what you can give. You learn when you need rest. You learn where your limits are. This can also make your relationships more honest. People begin to know the real you. They know when you have time. They know when you are tired. They know that your yes is real. You no longer need to smile outside while feeling angry inside. You can speak earlier. You can use simple words. I am tired. I need time. I cannot do that today. Simple words can stop bigger problems later. Maybe today you are still not ready to say no. That is okay. Begin with the pause. The next time someone asks for something, do not answer in 1 second. Wait. Ask yourself a few simple questions. Do I have time? Do I have energy? Do I want to do this? Then listen to your answer. Maybe you still say yes. That is fine. Maybe you say no. That is fine too. The important thing is that fear did not answer first. You did? This will take practice. Some days you will forget. You will say yes too quickly. Later you will feel tired. Do not be angry with yourself. Notice what happened. Learn from it. Try again next time. Change does not need to happen in one day. One small pause is enough to begin. So remember this. Saying yes is not always kindness. Sometimes it is fear. And saying no is not always cold. Sometimes it is honesty. Before you answer, give yourself time. Listen to the other person, but listen to yourself too. Then make your choice. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe let me think. But let the answer come from you, not only from your fear. After you say no, you may feel bad. Maybe the other person says, okay, nothing bad happens. But you keep thinking about it. Was I too cold? Did I hurt them? Am I a bad person? Maybe you want to change your answer. You want to say yes after all. Many people feel this way. They think a good person should always help. They think kindness means always saying yes. But that is not true. A good person gets tired too. A good person needs rest. A good person cannot help everyone. You are still a good person when you say no. You are only saying that you cannot do something. That is normal. Imagine your friend asks you for help. You had a long day. You are very tired. You need to rest. So you say, sorry, I cannot help today. Your friend looks sad. Now you feel guilty. You think, maybe I should go. But did you do something wrong? No. Your friend needed help. And you needed rest. Both things are true. Another person's disappointment does not always mean you made a bad choice. This is important to remember. Sometimes people do not like your answer. That does not mean your answer is wrong. You can be kind and still say no. You can care and still have limits. Maybe you promised to help someone. Then you did not come. That is different. You may need to say sorry. But if someone only asks for your help, you have a choice. You can say yes. You can say no. A request is not an order. You are allowed to choose. Think about your yes. A real yes comes from choice. You have time. You have energy. You want to help. So you say yes. That yes feels good. But a yes from fear feels different. You do not have time. You are already tired. But you are afraid to say no. So you help anyway. Later you feel angry. You feel tired. You wish you had been honest. Sometimes an honest no is kinder than an unhappy yes. Maybe someone asks you to go out. You are tired. But you say yes. You go with them. You do not talk much. You keep looking at the time. You want to go home. The other person can feel that. Was your yes really kind? Maybe a kind no was better. Sorry, I am tired tonight. Can we meet another day? This answer is honest. No does not always mean never. Sometimes no means not today. Sometimes no means I need more time. Sometimes no means I need to rest. You can still care about the person. You can still help another day. One no does not remove all your kindness. Remember that. Maybe you helped someone many times. Then one day you say no. Do not forget all the times you said yes. Do not think one no makes you a bad person. You simply had a limit. Everyone has limits. Your time has a limit. Your energy has a limit. Your body has a limit. Limits are not bad. They help you protect important things. Imagine a house with a door. The door can open. People can come inside. But the door can also close. Does a closed door mean the people inside hate everyone? No. Sometimes they need quiet. Sometimes they need rest. Your life also needs a door. Sometimes you open it. You help. You listen. You give your time. Sometimes you close it. You rest. You take care of your own work. You spend time alone. Both are important. If your door is always open, you may become tired. This is why limits matter. But maybe you still feel guilty. You say no. Then a voice in your mind says, "You are selfish." Stop for a moment. Ask yourself a few questions. Was I honest? Was I kind? Did I really need to say no? If the answers are yes, give yourself time. The bad feeling may become smaller. Feelings are not always facts. You can feel guilty even when you did nothing wrong. You can feel afraid even when you are safe. You can feel unsure even when you made a good choice. So do not change your answer only because you feel uncomfortable. Wait. Let the feeling pass. You are learning something new. New things often feel strange. The first time you say no, you may think about it all day. The next time may still feel difficult. But slowly you learn. You learn that people can hear no. You learn that life continues. You learn that you do not need to fix every unhappy feeling. You also learn something about your relationships. A good friend may feel disappointed, but they can still respect your answer. They may say, "I understand." They may make another plan. They may ask someone else. People who care about you should also care about your limits. Of course, some people may become angry. They may say, "You never help me." They may call you selfish. Their words can hurt. But one angry person does not decide who you are. Look at your own actions. Do you care about people? Do you help when you can? Do you try to be kind? Then one no does not change your heart. You do not need to fight. You do not need to become angry. You can stay calm. You can say, "I am sorry, but I cannot today." Then stop. You do not need 10 reasons. You do not need to make the other person love your answer. Be kind. Be clear. That is enough. Maybe the silence after your no feels strange. You want to speak again. You want to explain more. You want to change your answer. But wait, let the other person hear your words. Let yourself hear them too. You are allowed to have limits. You are allowed to protect your time. This does not mean you should only think about yourself. That would not be balance. The other person matters, and you matter too. Sometimes you choose to help. Sometimes you choose to rest. There is no perfect answer for every moment. You need to think. You need to choose. But do not believe that saying no makes you bad. Kindness is not giving everything away. Kindness can also be honest. Maybe today you can practice one small no. Nothing big. Someone asks you to join a plan. You are tired. Say, not today. Someone asks for your time. You are busy. Say, let me check first. Then notice how you feel. Maybe you feel guilty. Maybe you feel worried. That is okay. The feeling will not stay forever. You are learning. Little by little, no can become less scary. You may begin to understand something important. Saying no does not close every door. You can still be kind. You can still help later. You can still have good relationships. You can still be a good person. Sometimes saying no to one thing also means saying yes to something else. No to extra work can mean yes to rest. No to one plan can mean yes to your family. No to another request can mean yes to your English study. No can make space for something important. So the next time you feel guilty after saying no, remember this. Look at your choice. Were you kind? Were you honest? Did you need the time? Then let your answer stand. You can care about someone and still say no. You can be kind and still have limits. You can be a good person and still choose yourself sometimes. One no does not change who you are. Saying no does not make you bad. Other people will have ideas about your life. Your family may have ideas. Your friends may have ideas too. They may tell you what to do. Choose this job. Do not try that. Stay here. Go there. Sometimes their advice is good. They care about you. They want to help. So it is good to listen. But listening does not mean you must do everything they say. This is your life. Your voice matters too. Maybe you often think about what other people want. What will my family think? Will my friends understand? Will people laugh at me? These questions can stop you. You may want to try something new, but you are afraid. You may want to change your life, but someone says, do not do it. So you stop. After some time, you may forget what you wanted. You only know what other people want from you. This can happen slowly. At first, you change one small choice, then another. You choose a job because your family likes it. You spend your time in a way that makes other people happy. You hide a dream because someone may not understand. Years can pass this way. Then one day you may ask, is this really my life? This is an important question. You only have one life. Other people can give you advice. They can help you. They can walk beside you. But they cannot live your life for you. You are the person who wakes up every morning. You are the person who does the work. You are the person who lives with your choices. So you need to have a voice. Imagine someone gives you a pair of shoes. They love the shoes. They say, these are perfect for you. But when you wear them, your feet hurt. The other person does not feel the pain. You do. Life can be like this too. Someone may choose a life that looks good for you. but you are the person who must live it. This does not mean other people are bad. Maybe they really want to help. Maybe they are worried about you. Maybe they want to protect you. Listen to them. Think about their words. But also ask yourself, is this right for me? You are allowed to ask that question. Maybe your answer is different from theirs. That can feel scary. Someone you love may not understand. They may feel sad. They may disagree. But different does not always mean wrong. Two people can love each other and still want different things. You can respect someone and still make a different choice. You can listen and still say, I want to try another way. This is not easy. Maybe you are used to agreeing. Maybe you always say, anything is okay. You let other people choose. After some time, making your own choice can feel strange. So begin small. You do not need to change your whole life today. Choose one small thing. Say what you want to eat. Choose how you want to spend one free hour. Say no to one plan you do not want. Spend a little time on something you care about. Small choices can help you hear your own voice again. Maybe you do not know what you want. That is okay. If you spent many years listening to everyone else, you may need time. Ask yourself simple questions. What do I enjoy? What makes me tired? What do I want to learn? What is important to me? You do not need all the answers now. Just begin to listen. Your answers may surprise you. Maybe you are doing something only because other people expect it. Maybe you are trying to look successful. Maybe you are following a dream that is not really yours. It is okay to notice this. You can change slowly. You can make a new choice. Maybe you cannot leave your job today, but you can learn something new. Maybe you cannot move to another place, but you can make a plan. Maybe you do not have much free time, but you can give 30 minutes to something you love. Living your own life does not always mean making a big change. Sometimes it means taking one small step in your own direction. This is important. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait until everyone agrees with you. That day may never come. Someone may always have a different idea. One person says, you should do more. Another says, you should slow down. One says, take the chance. Another says, be careful. You cannot follow every voice. At some point, you need to choose. Maybe you will make a mistake. That is possible. Your choice may not work, but mistakes can teach you. You can learn. You can try again. If you never make your own choices, you may still make mistakes. But they will be mistakes from a life you did not choose. This can be more painful. One day you may become angry. You may think, I lived the way everyone wanted, but I never asked what I wanted. Do not wait for that day. Begin to take part in your life now. You do not need to fight with anyone. You do not need to shout. You can be calm. You can say, thank you for your advice. Then say, I need to think about what is right for me. You can say, I understand your idea. Then say, I want to try something different. Simple words are enough. You do not need to prove that you are right. You only need to be honest. Maybe some people will not like the new you. Before you always agreed. Now you think before you answer. Before you followed every plan. Now you make some choices for yourself. People may say, you have changed. Maybe you have. Change is not always bad. Maybe you are learning to be more honest. Maybe you are learning to listen to yourself. Maybe you are finally making space for your own life. Remember this. Living for yourself does not mean only thinking about yourself. You still have people you love. You still have work to do. You still have promises to keep. But your life should not be full of only other people's wishes. Your wishes need a place too. Your dreams need time too. Your voice needs to be heard too. There is no one perfect life for everyone. Some people want a busy life. Some people want a quiet life. Some people want a big job. Some people want more free time. Different people need different things. So do not build your life only to look good to others. Ask how it feels to you. Are you happy with your direction? Are you always tired? Are you hiding what you really want? These questions matter. Maybe you will find something you want to change. Start small. One honest answer. One small choice. 1 hour for something important to you. That is enough to begin. You do not need everyone to understand. You do not need everyone to agree. Listen to good advice. Care about the people around you. But remember who must live with your choices. You. Other people can walk beside you, but they cannot walk every step for you. Your days become your life, so do not give every choice away. Listen to other people, but listen to yourself too. Care about other people, but do not forget yourself. You do not need to become the person everyone wants. You need to learn who you are, and you need to make some choices for yourself. This is your life. Do not leave yourself out of it. You cannot make everyone happy. You cannot always say yes. You cannot live the life other people want. So what should you do? The answer is simple. Remember yourself too. This does not mean you should only think about yourself. It does not mean you should stop helping people. It does not mean you should become cold. You can still be kind. You can still help. You can still care about people. But you need to care about yourself too. Other people matter. And you matter too. Maybe you often put yourself last. Your family needs something. You help them. Your friend needs something. You help again. Your work needs more time. You give more time. At the end of the day, you have nothing left for yourself. You are tired. You have no time. You think, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow comes. And the same thing happens again. After some time, you may forget about yourself. You forget your own plans. You forget your own dreams. You forget what makes you happy. This is why balance is important. You can give time to other people, but keep some time for yourself too. You can listen to other people, but listen to yourself too. You can care about their feelings, but remember your feelings too. Both sides matter. Think about a door. Sometimes the door is open. People come inside. You talk. You help. You spend time together. But sometimes the door needs to close. You need quiet time. You need rest. You need time alone. A closed door does not mean you hate people. It only means you need some space. Your life is the same. You do not need to be there for everyone all the time. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to say no. Sometimes you need to keep time for yourself. This is not bad. It is part of a healthy life. Maybe you feel guilty when you choose yourself. You think, I should help more. I should give more. I should say yes. But ask yourself something. What happens when you never rest? You become tired. What happens when you always give your time away? You have no time for your own life. What happens when you always say yes? You may become angry inside. then your kindness does not feel like kindness anymore. You help people, but you do not want to help. You smile, but inside you feel tired. This is not good for you, and it is not good for your relationships. Sometimes taking care of yourself helps you care about other people better. When you rest, you have more energy. When you have time alone, your mind can become calm. When you do not say yes to everything, you can enjoy the things you choose to do. Your yes becomes real. You help because you want to help, not only because you are afraid to say no. This is a better way to live. Maybe someone asks you for help. You are tired. You cannot help today. You can say, "Sorry, not today." Maybe you can help tomorrow. Maybe you cannot help at all. That is okay. You do not need to give everything. You can give what you can. Maybe you have 30 minutes. Give 30 minutes. Maybe you can only listen. Then listen. Maybe you need to rest. Then rest. You are allowed to choose. Remember this. When you say no to one thing, you may be saying yes to something else. You say no to more work. You say yes to rest. You say no to one plan. You say yes to time with your family. You say no to another request. You say yes to your English study. No is not always a bad thing. Sometimes no protects something important. What is important to you? Maybe it is your health. Maybe it is your family. Maybe it is your dream. Maybe it is your quiet time. These things need space. If you say yes to everything, there may be no space left. So choose carefully. You cannot do everything. You cannot go everywhere. You cannot help everyone. You have limited time. This means you need to choose. Maybe this feels difficult. You want to be a good person. You want people to like you. You do not want anyone to feel bad. But remember what we learned. You cannot control every feeling. Someone may feel sad when you say no. Someone may not like your choice. Someone may want more from you. You can still be kind. You can still speak with care. But you do not need to change every answer. You can say, "I understand." You can say, "I am sorry." You can say, "I cannot do that today." Simple words are enough. You do not need a long reason. You do not need to make everyone agree with you. Be kind. Be clear. Then let the other person have their feelings. This may take time to learn. Maybe you will say yes too quickly again. That is okay. Maybe you will feel guilty after saying no. That is okay too. You are learning. Do not try to change everything in one day. Start small. Keep 1 hour for yourself. Say no to one thing you do not want. Tell someone what you really think. Choose one thing that is important to you. Small choices matter. Every small choice helps you hear your own voice. Maybe you have not listened to that voice for a long time. Ask yourself simple questions. What do I need? What do I want? Am I tired? Do I have time? These questions can help you. You do not need to ask only, "What do other people want?" Ask what you need too. Your answer matters. Your time matters. Your life matters. You are not only here to make other people happy. You have your own life to live. You have things to learn. You have dreams to follow. You have places to go. Do not give all of that away. Keep some space for yourself. Maybe other people will not understand at first. They are used to your yes. They are used to you always helping. When you begin to change, they may feel surprised. Give them time. And give yourself time too. You are learning a new way to live. You are learning that kindness has limits. You are learning that no can be honest. You are learning that your own choices matter. This change may feel strange, but strange does not mean wrong. You can still be the same kind person. You are only learning to include yourself in your kindness. Think about that. You are kind to your family. You are kind to your friends. You are kind to people at work. Why not be kind to yourself too? When you are tired, let yourself rest. When you need time, protect some time. When something is too much, say no. When you make a mistake, learn and try again. Treat yourself like someone who matters. Because you do matter. You do not need to put yourself first every time. But you should not put yourself last every time either. There is a place in the middle. A place with balance. You help people when you can. You rest when you need to. You listen to advice. But you make your own choices. You care about other people's feelings. But you remember your feelings too. This is not selfish. This is balance. Maybe today you can begin with one small thing. Ask yourself, what do I need today? Maybe you need rest. Maybe you need quiet time. Maybe you need to finish something important. Maybe you need to say no. Listen to your answer. Then take one small step. You do not need a perfect life. You do not need to change everything. One small step is enough. Remember the lessons from this story. You cannot make everyone happy. You do not need to say yes every time. Saying no does not make you bad. You do not need to live only for other people. And you should not forget yourself. Keep your kindness. Keep your good heart. Help people when you can. Listen to people you love. But remember that you are part of your life too. Your time matters. Your energy matters. Your dreams matter. You matter. So say yes when you truly want to say yes. Say no when you need to say no. Listen to other people. But listen to yourself too. Care about other people. And care about yourself too. You cannot please everyone. And you do not need to. Be kind. Be honest. Make your own choices. And remember yourself too. Thank you for spending this time with English Owl. Keep learning. Keep growing. And be kind to yourself. See you in the next story.